Here we are, the first day of camp with pads on. It's almost like a winnowing process. That's when you separate the chaff from the wheat. This is where you make it happen. You separate the men from the boys. Now, in practice today, the defense, they're always going to come out a little bit more ahead of the curve as far as, being in pads. It takes the offense a little bit to go, but I'll tell you what, you could tell both sides of the ball were competing. Offensive line versus defensive line drills, amazing. I mean, you look at the left tackle position. Dillard, at this point, he's going down. But if you look at Jordan Mailata, he's on his way up. He's steady getting better every single day, and that's what you want. He's starting to separate himself from Dillard. You look on the defensive side of the ball. A lot of guys are starting to step it up. Nelson, key acquisition, he's definitely filling the bill as far as being that cornerback opposite the play. Everybody's playing at a high tempo, a high level, and that's a credit to Nick Sirianni, the head coach, making sure these guys understand that you have to go hard in order to play hard. They're definitely influenced by what he's doing out there, his enthusiasm. I look forward to this Eagles team really taking the next step, the next jump, into becoming a more competitive team in this division.
It's going to get chippy out there when the pads come on. We all know that. But you also have to, in this game, you have to keep your cool to play the next play, right? And you can't do things that hurt your team. Fighting gets you penalties. Fighting, right, gets you to think about the fight rather than the play, right? Which is what we got to focus on. So again, just like practice is, it's a great preparation for the game. So if there is a fight, it's a great teaching moment. But we'd rather not have that happen and have that hard competition still. But things happen in practice, and we'll handle them as they go.
Provide a little more insight into the failed conditioning test and how that related to your own personal struggles and what's happening.
I mean, it was just, I just appreciate Coach holding me accountable for, all the things that's going on. But like I said, that's all in the past, and I'm just looking forward to the future. And I'm out on the field now, so that's what I'm pretty much focused on.
Are you willing to talk about what happened to your friend and what that has been like for you?
I mean, just that was like a little brother to me. So it was, it was hard to deal with. And then, Saturday was his funeral, so I wasn't able to be there. But it was, it's hard to deal with. But in a mental state, I'm doing way better.
A little bit about how important it is for the team to be a support system for players. How much did that mean to you, and how much did it help?
Like I said, being around, this is like where I can get away because, you go home, you have family, checking on you and asking you are you okay, and then I go in the locker room and I have 7 of my teammates, checking on me, but they're also making sure I'm in good spirits. So it's helped, and then with the head coach doing the same thing. I mean, like I said, that's big on every standard.
First week has been going well for me. I took advantage of just being around the veterans and taking everything in from them, learning from them guys, and then when I get out there, just play fast and just play free. But I got to finish some plays. I know I dropped a few today, but I just got to capitalize on it because in this league, you got very little room for error. You got to finish on these plays.
How do you view those plays? Because they're big pass breakups, but you want to get the interception. Do you go back and look at them as a positive or a negative?
Right. I mean, shoot, the ones today, I view them, those as touchdowns if I catch them. That's 2 drop pick sixes. And that's 12 points on the board. And, that's a lot in this league. And whenever you got the opportunity to play on a ball like that, you got to capitalize.
Me being older, I know don't never get comfortable because, it's like I say, every year you could be replaced. But for me, I think it's no pressure on me because I know I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give it everything. I just want to make sure that I pour into the young guys and pass it on because I had T. Cole, I had Jason Peters and those guys that helped me every day and told me, hey, man, it's time to get it, let's go. And I just try to do the same thing, and whoever want to follow, that's, they're going to follow. And hopefully one day I come back and they're in year 12 and I'm like, dang, I remember when you was this, and look what you're doing now, you passing it on. And I'm just trying to keep that tradition going.